All right, welcome back to Exit 45 Restorations, and today we're going to start working on building up the aft end of the car, the bumper, the rear window, the deck lid, all those things. We're going to start getting all that prepped and put in the car. I think for this video, we're just going to focus on getting that rear window in. So let's bring you in, and I'll show you what we got going on. Hey, Dad. Exit 45, right there. Just got to take care of a few chores, guys, that's all. We'll be out in the shop in a second. Got it. Just trying to get the front cleared here. You can see it's starting to get overgrown on us. So I got mayhem. I made a mess, and I got the we got the old dogwood, been around a long time, but she's sick, and it just keeps getting worse. You can see the woodpeckers been just eating it up, getting the bugs and stuff that are in it, but it was time to go. All right, let me get this cleaned up a little bit, and we'll get back in the shop now. All right, let's go ahead and bring you in and show you what we got going on. All right, so I went ahead and got it to this point. It'd be a little bit easier to show you what's going on. So this is the rubber seal, and there's two openings going around the top end of this seal. The bottom end, there's not. It just sits in a groove. Let me show you on the car. So here, that bottom just sets in here, and you just put your sealant down in here. But on the on this inside, it goes around this here. So the rubber seal actually goes around that and holds it in place. You also still put sealant in here, but it also reaches around there. So that's kind of where we're at right now. Just gotten started on this. Got it in a good place to be able to show you, good starting point. We started in this corner right here, and we just worked our way around, like you see, and we're using tape to hold it in place. And once I get this all on here, I'm going to take this and put it out in the sun and just let that sun heat this up and kind of reform it to this shape. It's been wrapped up in a bag for who knows how long, and through the winter it's cold. But anyway, so on the sides and around the top, and it's going to be hard for me to show you, but let me see if I can. There. So you see that right there, that lip gets pulled down, and it goes around, this. I'll show you. And it goes around this lip right here, and on the inside, and that holds it. And what I've done this once before when I did the Volkswagen. They use a very similar system to this. And before you put this on, we'll put a rope in here all the way around it. We'll put a thin rope in here, and then when we go to install it, we can start pulling that rope from the inside, and it pulls this lip around. This lip right here then gets pulled around the lip on the car, and you'll see when we do it. it's easier to see it once we do it, but we'll walk you through each step. So, yeah, I mean, it's coming together. So I'm going to set you up, and then I'm going to show you how I get this on, because it's not, not always that easy to get these to slide over the window. So let me get you set up, and I'll show you that. Okay, guys, so now that I've got you set up over here, this is easier if this stuff's warm. Luckily for me, it didn't get real cold last night, and it's pretty nice outside. So this is pretty flexible. But you can see as I'm bending it like this, and it helps open that up, and it just slides right on there, just like that. Then we're going to tape this in place. There we go. So, and that'll just hold it in place. Okay, so we'll just continue on this side, and we're going to meet up in the corner on that end, and it's probably not going to be fun. We'll just... It's going, it just... There we go. It's kind of nice to be at the point where I'm getting to start to put some windows in, and slowly this thing's starting to look more and more like a car again. As I said, these corners are going to be a real pain in the butt, and as you can see, I am really far away, so that's going to be a real booger to pull that. Take these loose and see if I can't give it the ability to maybe pull with it. So I'm going to put you right here. So this, you can see, I'm a good probably 5/8 or so short. So it's going to have to be all right. There we go. If you've got a cheap old plastic tool like this, it can be helpful. Get up underneath there. There we go. Got it. Okay. And we're also in here. So now you can see this is the next corner that's going to be a pain. So, all right. So trying to get this to stretch and go on here is going to be a pain in the butt, but I got to do it, right? I got to do it. So what is it I always say? Right? There's always a way, right? There's always a way. It's going. No, talk to your brother. My dad's talking to his brother. He talks to him once a year, and he's like, "Oh, I should go in and help him." I said, "No, talk to your brother." Well, I'm trying to put this on backwards. You guys are supposed to keep me, at least somewhat from doing that. Okay. So I got it around it. Now the hard part, there we go, getting it in that groove. All right. I feel like it's, all right, so we're going to have to, all right, so we're just going to have to, here we go, it's going. There you go. There's always a way. We're not there yet, though. Ha! All right. Okay. Check that out. It's all on there. So now I'm going to finish putting the tape back on, and I'm going to set this outside. All right, guys, so I've got the windshield sitting out here in the sun. I'll walk you over here real quick and show you. And I also need to show you the sealant that goes inside the groove of the windshield before you put it on. And I never showed you that, so I need to. All right. So you can see here, I got it out in the sun. Just going to let that help kind of seat that rubber and warm that rubber up a little bit and get it to kind of form to that window better. This is the sealant that I'm using. I think when I ordered all this from Bird's Nest, this is what they had. It's not real particular. It looks like in the manual, just basically use a weather stripping adhesive sealant. That's pretty much what we got here. So Permeatex 81850. If you can see it, it's crunched up. It's right here. Right there. Right there's the number, but you can't really read it very well. It's 81850. All right. Anyway, sealant's kind of messy. When I really pushed on this stuff, and after I was getting ready to bring it out here, it was squeezing out, so it took a little bit of cleaning. Mineral spirits worked really well as far as cleaning it up off of the rubber on the outside and the glass. But yeah, once I squeezed that really in there good, it oozed out. Oh well. It cleaned up good though. I mean, just mineral spirits and cleaned up the rubber and the glass really well. That's a pretty good looking piece of glass, actually. It's the original piece of glass from the rear window. The front window was not in really good shape. It's got like it's delaminating, and it's got a big crack in it, so it's really not good. So anyway, that's where we're at. As soon as I'm ready to install in the car, I'll bring you back in. All right. Scrunched up here inside the car because I need to start getting these fresh air vents installed back here, and I'm really not sure if those are going to be able to get installed with the windshield in, so I just decided let me just do it now. So I'm going to go ahead and get them in. I'm going to walk you through. There's a few little tricks here that you need to know, but it doesn't look like it'll be all that difficult. So let me get you turned around and I'll show you a couple of things. First thing you can see, this is where we're going to mount here, and then the other one goes on this side over here. So we got to get these things are run on vacuum, and so this here, get out of the light, but that right there is your vacuum port, I guess, from the inside of this here to the outside. So I've got this one here with the new vacuum line on it, and you can see I got it running out. And what I'm going to do is here, I'm going to cut this off about here, and I'm going to put a T right here, and that'll allow the other side to come into that T, and then the T will go out, and that will go to the other side of this, and then I can screw these down, and all my vacuum system will be hooked up in the area I won't be able to get to once they're in there. And then I can just add, when I'm ready to run all my electrical and everything, I can add my vacuum onto here and bring it up to the dashboard area. So that's kind of how this is going to go. Nothing too difficult, like I said. All right, so I've got this in. It's just loose right now, but you can see that comes up underneath that support member here for the middle. That's going to come up underneath there. All right, so the next step will be when I install this side. this side here, because I've already got this side here. Now when I get this one, I'm going to set my vacuum lines up just like I did on this one, and I'll connect to this part of the T, and then I'll come off of this part of the T here to there, and that should complete our vacuum underneath here where I can't get to it. And then I can screw these down and we can call this done for now. All right, so let me get this one here set up with the vacuum, and then we'll go from there. All right, you can see here I got got the other one here. This one's down, and then you can see I got the vacuum line that comes from this side here, and then this one here that was coming from underneath this framework here. It's down here, and then I got the T comes off, and it comes down, and it goes to the other side of this fitting here. So all of these two are now tied together, and that's tied to this port here. I can now put this one down in here and get the vacuum line down in there. All right, now my vacuum lines between these two here are connected, and we're connected to this port. Now all I'm going to have to do is run from here up to the dashboard, and these will be done. So let me get them screwed in, and we'll call it done. Man, I can remember doing the video on pulling these things out and redoing them. Come a long ways, guys. We have come a long ways. All right, let me get these screwed down. All right, guys. You can see here, we're fully installed. You can see them up underneath here. And you can see I got my vacuum line right here. It runs up underneath this frame right here, comes to this T here, right there, and then that T runs up to that fitting up on the other side there we were talking about, and there you go. So now we need to get to the inside of the car and test these. So let me get you guys in there and let's test it out. Okay, guys, I got the vacuum pump here hooked up, and let's give her a few squeezes and see what she does. Well, look at that. And she's holding. There you go. Then we'll release it. All right. I like it, guys. Okay. We have functioning rear vents. Very, very cool. Okay. We got to get a windshield in here. All right, let's get at it. All right, so getting ready to work on the window here and get it in. And these clips for the molding here, there, and there, they need to come out. So I got to figure out how I get them out, because they're in the way. They have to go back on after the window's in. So I'm going to work on getting those off, so we can continue to press on with the window. All right, so you can see I got this one off here, and these work like some of the other trim pieces I've seen on the car. So you got this this part right back here on the back that spreads once it goes through the square hole right there. And then once you get that in there, you squeeze those back together, and that flares flares that side back out and locks it in place. So they're just really in there because there's a lot of dirt and whatnot. I tried getting these off long time ago when I was prepping for paint, and I couldn't get them to come off. So I figured they just stayed on. I wasn't really sure how these things worked. Now I know, and now you know, if you didn't already. All right, let me get the rest off. All right, got them all out. But most of these soldiers died on their way out. The backside's just super corroded. Moisture getting in there. All of them are garbage, pretty much, except one. So they're all garbage, really. I mean, that's just... All right, guys, so I'm going to have to order some more of these. Probably for the front, too, because I think they're still on the front, so I'll have to pull them, and I'll order them as well. Anyway, that at least opens us up to get the window in. All right, so I'm going to do a dry test here real quick, just to set the window in there. Make sure everything fits good, everything looks good before we start applying sealant and working the window in permanently. But everything looks good. I think everything's clear now. So let's get at it. Well, come on. Well, don't stand there and complain. Oh. You want pets, you got to come here. Come on. Cats will be cats. You're like, you want to pet me, you'll come here. Because that's how cats think. Well, dry fit, a success. Everything looks good. I'm very happy with it so far. I haven't actually pushed it all the way in because then it'll be hard to get out with me just by myself. But it looks like it's going to be just fine. All right, so I'm waiting now on... I got some special guests coming over today to help. My sister, her husband, her daughter, and her boyfriend flew in from Minnesota and are going to come over here. They wanted to check out the shop and check out the T-Bird and everything else going on. So I figure when they come here, we'll put them to work. So, and I'll let you guys meet them all. What, Pep? Oh, quit complaining. All right, guys, so I think we're as far as we can get until my help arrives. And as soon as they get here, I'll bring you guys back in. All right, there's my sister, Kim, all the way from Minnesota. Daughter, Heidi. Guy. There's Guy right there. And then Kim's husband, Leon. They're all from Minnesota. I told them I needed help putting this window in. So they all came down to put a window in with me. So let me show you where we're at. I'm prepping this thing to go in the car right now. And we've got a... I can't really... There you go. So there's a lip right in here that we got to get this rope in. And it also helps to wet the rope. It's just... helps it go in there better. But what you can see what we're doing is we're right here in the middle. And we want to make sure that we cross the two ropes so that we're good to go there. So we've done that. Now we're going to run this all the way around, and then we'll take it to the car. And I'll show you when we get to the car why we're doing this. It's easy to explain there. All right?
Can I borrow yours? Can I take the screw out of yours for your glasses?
You did for yours? If I would have known that, I would have brought my other glasses I never wear. I would give it to you.
Well, I got a kid coming. He'll be here tomorrow.
Oh, let's say.
Or no, Monday, I guess.
All right, that's only half the battle, guys. We got to get inside now, and we're going to work the rope. And I'll bring you in there with me while I'm doing that so you can see how that works. They'll all stay out here and beat on the glass.
Hopefully not break it.
Okay, back inside the car, and you can see we got these ropes hanging here and out here. So what we're going to do with that is we're going to try and pull this rubber lip here out and around this channel that runs along the car to seat the window in that channel. You can probably see it a little bit better here. Here's the channel, and this rubber needs to be all the way around that channel. So that's what we're about to do, and that's why that rope is inside of that groove of the rubber, so that as we pull it, it's going to pull this rubber around this channel. All right? There we go. So let's start right here. So I need some pressure here. Go ahead and push.
Put your lean in, mister. Well, I'd say put your body into it, but honey ain't got much.
There we go. Keep pushing. Okay, can you see where I'm going?
Yep.
Okay, follow it. All right, so you guys seeing this here? This rubber is coming around. I need you to tap right here to really seat that rubber. Oh, come on. There we go. Hit it.
I don't want it to break.
Come on. Push hard and tap, okay? There we go. Come on. Put that Minnesota muscle into it.
What muscle?
All 77 pounds of it.
All right, keep going. It's working. It's coming in. All right, hold up. You see what's going on? There's my sister. Hi. But yeah, you can see right there what's happening is we're pulling that rubber lip all the way around it, just like that. All right, so we'll keep it going here. All right, let's keep going. Follow it. Push hard. Hit it. Okay, follow it. Hit it. Hit it. Come on, push. There you go. All right, you can see we're working this side. These corners are no fun, so keep pushing, keep tapping. There we go. It's coming. All right, she's just really getting tight right here. There it goes. All right. There it goes. Okay. You guys can see now. That rubber's in. That'll all relax back around there. Keep going. Follow it. Push. Keep going. Okay.
I was a dancer.
We're almost there. And then we'll have a tapping party to seat the rest of this window all the way down. She just...
So close. There it went.
All right, I need a tapping party around, all the way around this area.
In a weird position.
All right, I think we're good. Hey, we did it. It took all these people come up from Minnesota to do it. All right, guys, we're not done yet. This is just the first stage. We got trim pieces that got to go on, and to really wrap out the outside of that window at least. We got the hard part done. Hopefully, the video captured and showed you what you guys needed to see. But that wasn't bad at all. Could have been a lot worse. All right. So say goodbye to everybody. We're going to go do the tourist thing now. And thank you guys for coming out and helping. I appreciate it. Guy, appreciate it. Hunter. All right, he's got a name, Hunter. Leon, thank you. All right, guys, let's go do the tourist thing. All right, guys, let me just give you one last look. Got the glass in, and it looks good. Everything came out really good. Seated in there nicely. So now I've got to go order some of these clips and all of that, and we'll get this all tightened up. All right? Hey, guys, just give you a quick update. I'm trying to get all the small stuff painted, just the little things that, just get bagged away and put up, and so I'm trying to get all those things pulled out and get them painted. I think I got them all, but I don't know. You never know. It seems like you always got to come back and paint one or two things. But that's fine. Let me show you what I got in here. All right, so you can see here I got the light buckets. They're looking pretty good. Gas lid. Filler pieces for the doors. The hood scoop. Came out looking good. Then I got all the hinges. And just miscellaneous parts. Trunk latch or hinge rather. So yeah, it all came out good. Looking good. I gotta put a couple more coats of clear on here and we'll call it done. But I just thought I'd give you guys a little update on what I got going just behind the scenes. So now that the window's in, we're going to go around this outside edge of the rubber gasket, just all the way around, and I'm going to fill that with a sealant. Same sealant I used when I set it in, and we'll make sure that's good and sealed, and we can go ahead and start looking at our chrome and see what shape it's in, all that kind of stuff. So the only other news I have is these clips that go in here. They are unobtainium. I have no idea where I can find those. I've looked everywhere I know to look, and I can't find them, so I'm going to have to clean up the ones I got, take a look at the condition of them, see if they're going to work. If the locking mechanism will work or not. If not, I may have to do like an epoxy JB weld or something like that. Put them in that way. Anyway, I was just giving you an update on that. If you guys, if anybody happens to know where those are at, you can let me know. Anyway, hey, I see me in the glass. All right, let me get this sealed, and then I'll pull the trim out, okay? All right, guys. Got the sealant in there all the way around. Looks pretty good. Sealed up good. This stuff flows really nice. Maybe a little too much. You can see down there pooling up just a little bit. I'm going to have to clean that up a little bit. But it flowed out nice to seal it. I know that looks like a gap, but it's not. Yep, everything looks good. All right, let me go grab the trim and let's see what we got to deal with there. All right, I got all of the rear window exterior trim pulled out. So I really it's filthy and dirty from sitting for 7 months, 6 months, something like that. It looks like it's in pretty good shape. I did find this one spot right here, but I don't know about the rest of it until I got to wipe it down real good just to clean it up and see what it looks like. It all looks like it's going to be in pretty good shape, though. I should carefully be able to fix that. There's the mesh screen that goes in there, I guess, keep leaves and bugs and what have you out of there. But I cannot wait to put this on and see what this thing looks like with this on. That's like putting trim on is pretty cool. That the back of this car is going to look pretty much complete and get a pretty good idea what it's going to look like. All right, so I've got it cleaned up, not polished, just cleaned up, got the dirt and dust off, and really looks good sitting on the car. Just one of these things I can't really go any further with it until I figure out the clips up top. So until then, we'll get a little bit of a glimpse right here of how it's going to look, and I like it. Trim's in pretty good shape, just some minor defects, and I'm okay with that. One of the things, I'm not really trying to make this a perfect show car. I like the character of the older, the parts staying on there and having a little bit of that history still in there. I don't want them to look terrible, so I got to clean them up as best I can. But I'm not going to go replace all the trim just because. I'm going to polish up as much as I can, and it'll go back on as long as it's in good order. So yeah, it looks good. It's like it's starting to look like a car again. All right, guys. So we're going to wrap this up here right now. It's been a lot of fun putting the glass in the back end there, and I'm really going to concentrate at this point on the tail end, trying to get all that done. I'm tearing the bumper apart. I'm working on cutting, buffing the deck lid. We're going to be basically putting the back end of this thing together. So that's really the next step on this. I'm gonna be working on that over the next several videos for the Thunderbird. So hey guys, I appreciate you guys so much. I appreciate you guys watching. All you new people coming in, welcome. It's good to have you, and I will continue to try and put out the best content that I can. Continue to really bring you guys up to date on what's going on with this Thunderbird and other vehicles. I'm actually going to be starting another project. I'm not going to tell you what it is yet. You'll see that's coming real quick. But guys, I appreciate it. Like, subscribe, share, all those good things. We are that close to 500 subscribers, and that's kind of cool. I like it. Comment. I love your comments, guys. Whatever. I like them all. Just bring them. And you're not going to hurt my feelings. Nope. Okay. Anyways, right there. Thank you guys so much. You guys are making this possible. So, all right. I will see you guys on the next video. I appreciate you guys so much. And you guys have a great time. Get on your projects. Don't let them sit. Get on your projects. All right.